Hello, I'm the National Education Union President, Amanda Martin. Easter time is traditionally our union's annual conference and our chance to get together, debate motions and make policy that we feel passionate about, policy that changes the schools and colleges we work in and the way our members are treated and the education that we deliver. It is the supreme decision-making body of our trade union. But this year it is different. COVID-19 means we're in lockdown, self-isolating, social distancing and living very different lives. But that's not to say that education is okay. There is so much that was and is wrong in our country's education system. Firstly, it's completely different in all 4 countries, with very little joined-up thinking. Secondly, it's full of toxic tests, draconian assessments and data-driven targets and league tables. The curriculum we teach is being narrowed as the subjects disappear off the timetable and the experts disappear from the staff room. There is a huge teacher shortage and a fragmentation of how we operate, and every member in our union is horrendously overworked. Every sector from maintained nursery schools to sixth form colleges has faced a decade of unprecedented funding cuts and in some cases closure, leaving many of our leaders to make economic and not educational decisions. These barriers and huge cuts to all public services mean that we are the front line for children and their families living in poverty. On Monday the 16th of March, life in schools and colleges changed dramatically as the country went into lockdown, and rightly so, our schools and colleges remained open to key workers' children and our most vulnerable pupils. I have never been more prouder to be your president and to be the president of the National Education Union. In the last month, we have been not only the voice of our members and our educational establishments, but the voice of our kids and our communities. The government announcement to close schools to all but a few of our pupils had very little detail, which meant the NEU had to step in and fill in that detail. We've worked with the government, various agencies and trade unions to make sense of this mess and to make sure that our members' terms and conditions and their safety is protected. It hasn't been easy, but it has been essential and it is the right thing to do. We've been robust about those who should not be in work because of theirs or their loved one's health. We've given practical options as to how to ensure we are safe. We've insisted on rotas, something I'm proud to say was an early idea of my own deputy head, Izzy Lewis. We've given guidance on distance learning. We've found ways to provide free school meals. We've kept in contact with those vulnerable students who are able to stay at home but for whom school is an essential stability in their daily life. And we've found ways for all of our pupils to still feel part of the school family. We've explored what lockdown means for NQTs and for training teachers. We've cancelled all but safeguarding procedures currently taking place. We've provided assurance and advice for students and their families on examinations due to take place. We've encouraged our reps and local officers to work with the local authorities and MATs, and for the National Education Union to be key in all negotiating. We've set up dedicated websites with questions and answers linked to COVID-19, and one dedicated to parents and helping their kids at home. We've hosted Zoom conferences and town hall phone calls to engage thousands of our members. And we will need to ensure schools and colleges are ready when we reopen with regards to new appointments, curriculum changes and the well-being of staff and the pupils. As a teacher of 22 years, I know social distancing is very difficult in the primary sector and in special education, so pushing for sufficient equipment and testing in schools is our vital next step. During this time, we have lost family, friends and colleagues, and we've had little time to digest this and no time to celebrate their lives. But we will make time. We have to be clear, the actions taken by you and our union have and will save so many lives. The Joint General Secretaries, Mary and Kevin, have said you are heroes, and you really are. Many years ago, people in education were seen as the enemies of promise. We are no longer that. We know we never were. Our communities-based activism and our role in this crisis, and let's face it, the fact that many parents have had to homeschool their own kids, means we are not just an emergency service, but a fantastic public service. And the role many of our local reps and lay officers have played have been crucial. So thank you. These unprecedented times will end, and we as a union will be stronger. We have gained thousands of members and hundreds of new reps during this time, because we've been the only union and voice out there protecting and serving and doing the very best. When you enter the education profession, it isn't for the money, it isn't for the glory, it is because education can change lives and we truly do make a difference. It is vital that after this, it is not business as usual. We are not going to return to the past. We know our kids, we know our communities, and that holistic education of our students is more important than league tables and data. We as professionals know what education should really look like. We need to make sure our education is diverse and inclusive and caters for all who experience it. We need to take out the barriers that have stopped this and fund all education properly. We need to make sure that we as a profession are listened to. We need to be proud of not just our union and our members, but the education that we deliver. We need to show what we have done, stood up and done our bit for helping the country going and to save lives, and that, as I've said, our professional opinion matters. To all of you in the National Education Union, members and staff, I want to say thank you. I am truly humbled to be your president. I am gutted not to have had a conference and watched you debate and share your passionate stories, and to have met so many more of you, or to have had the opportunity to attend your meetings and conferences and to represent the union on a national stage to show and highlight what an absolutely brilliant trade union we are. But I am proud to be serving you during this time and to be making sure that the National Education Union is a force to be reckoned with. At our inception, we were dubbed a super union, and we have most definitely pulled on our pants and capes and lived up to that name. A union is only as good as the people in it, and you have proved that we are simply the best. I've always said a trade union should be the family you choose to join, and the National Education is the best trade union family you should join. Please stay safe, please keep yourselves fighting, and please love and solidarity to those around you. Thank you.